Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this, the 6th Affordable Arts Show, and what a huge show it is. A huge congratulations to the Trust and to Carla and the sponsors and the volunteers that have worked so hard to put this remarkable Wellington show on. 903 artists registered for the show, 567 were selected, 10,000 people will pass through this fantastic exhibition over the next 3 days, and you are the very, very lucky ones because you got first dibs on the whole damn lot. So I hope as you wander around that the credits card saying I do love art and I want you to buy me, because there's so much wonderful stuff here, and as there's a few tips over in the corner over there, tips on art collecting. Buy art because you like it.
I'm Carla, I'm the Executive Director of the New Zealand Affordable Art Trust, and we run the New Zealand Affordable Art Show, which is what you can see behind us. Started in 2004, and the role or the objectives of the show is to facilitate and promote new and emerging artists in New Zealand, and the New Zealand Affordable Art Show is a platform for artists from all over New Zealand to do it. Over the past 6 years, we've returned over $3 million back into the pockets of artists themselves. We're a charitable trust and we take a 15% commission.
Prime Minister, Susan Lady Sachinane, our Mayor, Kerry, one of our original and most strongest supporters. Thank you for being here again tonight, Kerry. And everyone else that's here tonight, a very warm welcome from the trustees from the Affordable Arts Trust. As Kim has said, this is our 6th year, and I think this year we have stepped up a notch. But the support we get from the community and from our corporates in Wellington and the volunteers that put up the artwork over the last 2 days, we can't thank you enough for your support. And that's what makes it such a huge community event for Wellington. But a special thanks tonight for all our corporate and other trust sponsors, to Trust House, the Wellington City Council, to the ASB, huge supporters, long-term supporters, and we couldn't do it without you. So thank you very much. And tonight, just to introduce our Prime Minister, our special guest to open the show tonight, just to let you know he's not the first from his office to be here, of course. His Chief of Staff, Wayne Eggleston, his wife Adele, has been here hanging art. Isn't that wonderful? And to all our other hangers and rappers and everyone else, all that support is what makes it. And Prime Minister, when you issue that memo tomorrow about MPs' expenses, just add a little sentence in the end there that they are allowed to buy a piece of art at the Affordable Arts Show next year.
Okay, if you're an artist and you want to be involved in the event, you have to register in January of every year, and then in May the selection process happens. So we require all your artwork, either in May, photographs on your website or your actual piece. All of that information is on our website, affordableart.co.nz, or you can call us, 387 4370, and that's in Wellington. And then from there, all your work gets sent up here to Wellington and we either exhibit it for you. There's another process that you can go through, which is the single artist forms, where artists can also apply to be here and exhibit the work themselves.
Prime Minister, thank you for coming. I invite you to open the 2009 New Zealand Affordable Art Show.
Jerry, thanks very much. It's great to be here to officially open the Affordable Arts Show for 2009. Can I acknowledge Her Excellency Lady Susan Sachinane, the Mayor of Wellington, Your Worship, Kerry Prendergast, any other politicians that are here this evening. I'm sure there'll be one or two that are here along tonight. Firstly, can I just acknowledge the artists that are showing here this evening and over the next 3 days. You either have a sort of brain, I think, that works and allows you to paint or sculpt or whatever form of, or medium of art that you want to operate in, or you don't. Small note, I'm one of those ones who can't. In fact, a sort of stick description or depiction is about as good as it gets for me. But I live in a household where my wife is very artistic and my daughter is very artistic, so it's sort of balanced out in our household. But for those who can paint and create in the way that we're seeing around this show, I take my hat off to you because I think it's a remarkable talent and it brings a lot of joy to a lot of people. To the sponsors that are in the room, can I thank you for supporting the show? I think we all know that the world of being an artist is a difficult one to break into, and it's a hard and long road. And your support in making this evening possible in the show for the 6th year in a row is very special. To the trustees who have organised the event, can I acknowledge them? Carla, who right back, I think with her mother, organised the first show 6 years ago, and now it's going from strength to strength. So it's fantastic to be here. There's an amazing amount of creativity. That's the beautiful thing about art. I never thought I'd see Marilyn Monroe with a moku and black hair, but she is over there if you want to see her. There's quite a number of other things. I probably should just finish by telling you two sort of reasonably interesting stories. The first of them is that you may know on the days that I'm in Wellington, which is sort of pretty much Monday to Thursday, I stay at Premier House. Now there's a place where there's a need for a bit more art, so the artists in the room will be pleased to hear that. I tell you that because on my way to Premier House when I was taking up the job, I was, as you're probably aware, talking to Helen Clark quite a bit about organising her new job, and she said to me on the phone one day, "John, you'll enjoy the artwork at Premier House." Now, as a former Minister of Arts and Culture and respected in the area, I expected to see the finest art, but when I walked in I knew exactly what she meant. For my viewing, I'm sure, in the dining room she put up a montage of pictures of Michael Joseph Savage. No disrespect to Michael, but they've sort of been moved on. So there is a spare wall there we can put up, a little bit of art. And finally, let me finish by telling you an interesting story. As I said, in our household, the girls are very, very artistic. And my 16-year-old daughter, who is mad keen on art and fashion and those things, one day I was telling her, "Look, honey, maybe you'd like to be a politician." She said to me, "Not a dog show, not interested in doing that." And I said, "Oh, you know, this art thing, you reckon it'll take you that far?" And she looked at me and she said, "Dad, just remember, without art, human beings are just chimpanzees with car keys." And that's an interesting way to operate. Thanks very much. Have a great show. It's officially open.
We actually only have the venue 2 days before the show opens, so we actually, the first day, we curate and hang the event in 1.5 days. So it's a big, huge effort by hundreds of people. We've got over 100 people working over the show. Most of them are art students or have been to art school or artists themselves, so we help them. Well, they learn actually how to hang work, to curate, and also they meet artists that have been able to produce a body of work, especially for this show.
And just look this way, chaps. Just come over this way, just that's it. Yeah. Say something to each other across the... Can we just top that a little bit, please?
This is real life, you know, that's how it works. No gallery. Thank you very much.
We know that we have to keep reinventing ourselves to survive, just like any event. After this show, actually, myself and the trustees will sit down and have a big debrief and actually look at our plan for the future. We have changed and morphed, I guess, over the last 6 years, and we actually need to set some quite big goals for the future.
Okay, well look, I just want to congratulate them for organising the show. It's a wonderful way to showcase so many great New Zealand artists and bring a lot of joy to a lot of people, and you can just see by the size of the crowd here tonight, it's huge actually going back that way. There's a lot of interest. The show's just growing in popularity. It's a great way to help artists out, but also for them to sell their goods to people who obviously want to snap them up, so well done for organising it.